the kids are back in school, so it's time to do some fun stuff. So, I don't know if you can kind of see behind me, starting to get some of my fall stuff out. So I wanted to show you a few projects today for kind of Halloween, and show you that it's not just stuff just to stick on a sign on the wall. Couture really, there's some really fun things you can do with it. So I just wanted to show you a few little things that I'm kind of working on. Some for my own home and some not. So I am sure that you've learned by now, I just adore the farmhouse look. That is my favorite. I love shabby chic, I love farmhouse, part of it because I am, how do I describe me? I don't like everything to be pristine and precise. That's probably the best. I like kind of that relaxed look, and I know my camera's kind of at a weird angle. It'll be better once I start working, so just bear with me. That was a really nice face though. So I'll lean here and talk to you for a minute. And so I really like that, I like that kind of a look, that not necessarily matchy-matchy, but things that go together, and just the more relaxed look, which is just me in general. So anyways, I am going to show you a few things today. I'm going to start with a super simple project. I love the farmhouse kind of beads. And I had some, where did it go? So these back here, just super simple, natural. I bought these on Amazon, strung them myself, made my own tassels, all that. So like these, I like them just super natural. But for Halloween and going into, I think I can use them for Christmas too. I really like to add a few little different touches to them. So I've gone and I ordered a whole bunch of beads from Amazon because they're cheap. So I ordered just a bunch of beads. And yes, you can order them in colors, but I wanted to be able to dictate which colors for which sizes and not just order a big huge assortment. So I've gone and painted some of my beads. I just stuck them on a skewer and painted them with a paintbrush, kind of up and down and side to side. And I use the Waverly chalk paint for things like that because it covers really well with not as many coats. My table's kind of being a little back and forth today, so sorry about that. I'll try not to touch the table too much when I move. But so I just like I have a couple of different sizes that I've painted here. So I've got my white and my black, and then I'm going to put some natural colored ones in with it too. So that's where we're going with this first project. But this one, I just did tassels on both ends. And I like that I can buy the beads and make them whatever length I want, so that's really nice. But this first one, I want to add a little tag on the end. So I've got this little tag, once again, that I bought on Amazon. And I am going to take out, yes, I'm going to do that. Second guess myself there for a minute. I'm going to take out the twine. Hardwood for me apparently today. This, you can't even see it on there, so I'm going to just set it on this piece of paper. And I know it's a big shot here for this tiny little tag. So, and I just washed this transfer because I was just using it. So I've got our Let's Get Wicked. Oh, I should have brought the whole thing over here. Let's Get Wicked transfers. They're the little dozen transfers that are just small little Halloween kind of, there's a witch's hat, and there's some bats, and there's Hocus Pocus, and Happy Halloween, and Trick or Treat. So there's a whole bunch of different, and they're all dirty. Otherwise I'd show you right now. But I have a couple over here I can show you. There's a spider web. So I'm just gonna stick this on this tag. Make sure it's a tight fit on this little tag, but I'm gonna stick it on there. Now you can see it better. Then I'm going to take my white paste, and I am being extremely brave today. I usually don't do anything without an apron on because I am a mess. But I'm going with it. And I usually put something down on my table, and I didn't. So hopefully I'm good and not messy. So I've got my white paste here that, hold on, it needs a little bit of water. Hold on, just 1 second. Let me get a water bottle. Okay, got the big honking one, but that ought to be plenty. So the beauty of these pastes, if they're too thick, just water them down a little bit. You want it to be kind of a sour cream, kind of cake batter kind of consistency. And then if you end up adding too much water, the other beauty, just leave the lid off for a little while and it'll dry. So bear with me on this. I don't know why my camera's shaking. You know what? I do know now. All of a sudden, I didn't put a weight on my tripod like I usually do. So you're gonna have to just bear with me. See, you want it to kind of pour off. You don't want it to be so thick. First of all, it doesn't go on smoothly, and then it dries so fast that it'll dry in your transfer, and it'll peel your chalk paste off when you lift your transfer up. So that's the white, and then this is the orange peel. Gosh, this one's even a little thick. I need to go through all of my pastes. I do this every so often. I go through all of my pastes and just check consistency on them and give them a little water if they need it. Usually I try to put water in. I do a couple sprays every time I close them back up. But depends on the weather and stuff too. Even though they're tight, they're closed tightly, for some reason, if it's really hot out, it still will dehydrate them a bit. So, okay, so this one, it's pretty good. Let's give it another little squirt. So I'm going to do this. I have a kitty chasing a fly and now a puppy chasing a kitty. So if it gets a little loud in here for a second, that's what's going on. Rosie, leave it. I guess it's a good thing I'm not doing a live so I could cut it out if I needed to, if I end up with a cat running across my table. Okay, so I'm going to take my white and I'm going to do the 31. Just remember to do something with this since it's Trevor's birthday on October 31. I'll have to always keep this. October 31st, obviously. But. So I just thought about that as I was sitting here doing this. Okay, so I've just squeegeed it on. And now I'm just removing the excess. And then I'm going to take my orange peel and go over the October. What are my washers beeping at me? I don't think I put anything in there this morning. It's being weird. I think it's got a mind of its own these days. That's not good. I don't want to have to buy a new washer. So there's my October. And then I'm gonna just peel this off. And look at that cute little tag. Isn't that so cute? I just love this font. Well, hello, Rosebud. Can you get down, please? I love you. I know. Go get down. So Rosie wanted to say hi. She's a little needy. She didn't really love Tanny going back to school today. And then Trevor left for work, and Emma was home over the weekend, so she got to see her, but then she left, and I tell you, she's just not, all this back and forth is just doing her in. So, then we're done with the chalking for this project. Isn't that fab? So I'm going to put this over here. I didn't bring myself a little bowl or anything to put this in, so we'll just stack them over there. So we're going to set this off to the side for just a second. And then I am going to grab, so I buy my twine at the dollar store because I love the dollar store. The dollar store is my favorite. So, and I'm going to, Oh, now we got fighting animals. Story of my life. So I buy my twine at the Dollar Tree. They sell, this one is probably halfway gone. They sell 3 rolls for $1. Rosie Roo, she wants to play, in the automotive section, and it's awesome, in the hardware kind of section. Rosie Roo. So, see, this is already dry. So I'm gonna take this, and this is gonna be one end of my my garland. So I'm gonna take Rosie, gonna take this and tie this off. So I've just looped it through one time. She doesn't want to be told to be quiet, apparently. And I'm gonna pull this through and just tie it off, because then, and you want to tie your knot pretty close down to your tag, okay? So there we go. Then I'm going to just start stringing my beads. I want to leave this tail a little bit long. I can trim it down later, but I want to leave it a little long so that my beads can string over it, so I can hide it. And if all of this like hairiness bothers you, take a lighter and just kind of skim down it, and it'll burn all those little ends off, and it'll make it much cleaner, but it doesn't bother me. So I'm going to just start stringing my beads. So I have a couple of different sizes. There's no rhyme or reason to what I'm doing here. I probably should have maybe planned ahead a little bit. I also like to cut it long because the end will fray a bit as you load your beads on, and then I end up trimming it ever so often. To get this one through, yeah, there we go. So I'm just gonna start stringing my beads. Probably should have done a white one there first, but I'm gonna go with it. So, and I have, like I said, I've got different sizes, and I'm just gonna kind of keep trimming. I'm gonna kind of roll it up to make a pointier end. Keep trimming and stringing and all that, and they're not big enough hole. They're not a big enough hole. Some of them are smaller, you know. I mean, they're cheap wood beads. They're just made that way. So, and if they're rougher inside or whatever. So be sure you cut your string plenty long. You know, I would say quite a bit longer than you are planning to make your garland, just because you're gonna end up cutting a bit off here and there. So, okay, that's what I'm doing. And I'm just gonna keep going. I've got, like I said, multiple sizes here. And sometimes the ones that have the paint on them, it just makes the edge a little rougher too. These ones are a little fresher than natural ones. So I'm gonna keep stringing these. You don't need to sit and watch me do a whole garland, but I will come back in a bit and show you how I'm gonna finish this. All right, I'll be back. Okay, so I've strung my beads, and you can see there's different sizes. They're kind of in different orders. Nothing too patterny. Okay, so I'm gonna set that there. Then, so this is my one end, and then on my other end, I'm about to have a puppy in my lap, I think. Yes. Hi, baby. She's feeling a little needy today. Do you just want to say hi? Are you trying to say hi? Okay, okay. Where's your bone? Can you go get your bone? Go get your bone. Okay. It's a good thing she's cute. So then I take this same twine, and I just realized I didn't plug in my hot glue gun. I'll go do that in a second. I kind of spread my fingers out. Let me start over. And I hold it between my thumb and forefinger. I spread my fingers out, and I just start wrapping it. wrap it a fair amount. She got her bone. She's trying to get attention now. And then I take it off my fingers, and this is the beginning of my tassel, okay? So I need to leave it so that there's a loop at the top still so that I can attach it to my garland. And I'll just start wrapping this twine around to tie off, you know, to make the little gathered part of the tassel. And normally I would hot glue this. So just wrap it up tight, and then I would glue it right there. Okay, but since I forgot to plug in my hot glue gun, we're gonna have to do this a little different. So this is my loop still. We're gonna see if we can kind of MacGyver this for a second, just to get it. Okay, I just put a little tape on there for now. Normally you would hot glue that piece down, and then this is your tassel part. So it's all loops. So you're gonna cut that so you have your tassel. So there's your tassel, and you can give it a haircut. Trim it down to whatever length you want it. Then take the end of your garland that you have left, and we're gonna tie it off. So you wanna tie it off though, pretty close, I mean, you know, really tight up to your beads, because you don't wanna see, let me see. You don't wanna see your string. So tie it a couple of times right up against that last bead. Oopsies. Let's see. And then you're gonna cut, I usually leave a couple of inches, at least, a couple of inches. And you're gonna feed this back through your beads so that you're gonna feed it all the way up so it's flawless. Then it just looks all attached, and there is your bead garland. So it would be really cute draped, however, in your decor, you know, across, maybe, I don't know, can you see that back there? Draped across a tray or something like that. So however you would choose to use your bead garland. Okay, so there's that one, super simple. Okay, so for my next little project, I didn't do very well today. I have all this dark on my dark table, so I should have put down a little something here. Let's use this for now so you can at least see what I've got going on here. Okay, so this I got in the dollar spot at Target. So it's, you went and got your bone, now where is it? So this I got in the dollar. She got her bone, put it right here, and then as soon as I started talking, she decided to come chat. Now she's gonna decide she wants to go out, I'm sure. Anyway, so I got this at the dollar spot at Target, and they're little chalkboard, little like headstone, kind of gravestone things. And then I had a buffalo plaid scarf, it's around here somewhere, that I'd gotten at the Dollar Tree. And so I've been using it for lots of little accent kind of stuff. So I cut little pieces and tied it on to the knots. So that I've added. Then I'm gonna take this and I am gonna put a couple little things on it. So just a little background here. My little nieceys are, so my oldest niece is 18. So she and Emma are 4 days apart. And when she was little, and we were trying to teach her to say Aunt Kimmy, she couldn't say it. She tried and tried and tried. Well, it never came out as Aunt Kimmy. So she started calling me Eek. And I love it. I love that I have a special name that she created just for me. And that she and her sisters call me. And it's my name. And so, I should have pulled my letters up. Man, my planning today, you can tell that I just am kind of going by the seat of my pants today. So, every year at Halloween, it's super fun because like they find me little things that say eek on them, and they send me little decorations or whatever, you know, little things. And every year when I pull out my Halloween decorations, I have a day where I think about them. So I decided, I don't know where, I probably just have it, that since this is a little 3-piece, you know, set, one of these days I'll find what I'm looking for, that eek would be perfect. Of course, boo or whatever, or some cute little pictures or whatever would be really cute on it. But for my house, there it is. It's going to say eek because I love it. So I have taken the letters from the handwritten alphabet. So it's kind of a Ray Dunn kind of inspired look, which I love that too. So I have taken the letters from that, and I'm gonna just do this very, very simply. So this, I'm gonna put the E right here. They've been well loved. We did stuff for Emma's graduation and stuff, and we've done all sorts of things with these letters. Emma and I have done little treat jars and different things. So we are gonna take, here, I'll put this on here too. We're gonna do E, and this one has really a K in my house, hasn't been used. It looks like maybe it has, it's just super sticky still. Okay, so we're just gonna fuzz this a little bit. I'm gonna stick the K on there. And right there. Because I'm also gonna do the exclamation point on this one. So, we're gonna go E, ooh, I got a lot of paste on there, a lot more than I needed. So I got the E, and we're gonna take it off and put it right back down. Because it's still wet, it isn't gonna affect the chalk going through your transfer. It's totally usable that way. You don't have to wash in between that way. And I'm not changing paste colors, so it'll be perfect. E, oh, I can already tell I like this. It's so simple, and it just, I'm gonna stick this back on here, and then I'll clean it later. It's just so simple, and I like that cleanness to it. I like things to be kind of crazy sometimes too, but I do really like the simplicity of this. Oh, I love it. That's just a little. And I might go back. You know what I might do? I might go back. It's very simple, but it's very simple. I might go back and put a couple little bats on there. We'll see. We'll see what I think when I'm all done with this. But it's fine on its own too. And because I'm not exactly taking the time to let this dry, let's see, yeah, it's not quite dry yet. I'm gonna stick this right on the edge so that I can see the whole transfer, or the whole open space on the silk screen. But when I put this down, it's not gonna stick to my K. So, see how I did that? I just used that as kind of a little masking sheet, and then I'll go back and do this, and it'll protect that paste so that while it's drying, the sticky doesn't pull it back up. Oh, but I did that a little bit. It was a little too wet still. Okay, isn't that so cute? I'll go back and fix that K in a little bit. I might go though, I'm gonna look at this for a little while and see what I think. I might add some little bats, but I'll spin it around. Isn't it? Oops, come on little guy. Oh, come on little guys. They do stand up well on their own, just not on this towel. Isn't that cute? Just very, very simple. So he's gonna live back here. You see that? Oh, I like it. I think I might leave it. I like it. So, super simple. One paste color, one squeegee, and I think I spent $3 on that thing from Target. Super duper simple. Okay, so for my last project for today, so this is a tag. I should have brought the other one in. Sign from the Dollar Tree that I painted. So it had glitter on it, and I think it said, it's from the summer stuff, I think it said like my favorite color is sunset or something like that. So I sanded the glitter off and then just painted this with my Waverly chalk paint. And then I have here this, so we have a subscription box that comes once a month. It's called Club Couture. And every month you get a B size transfer. So this is a B. It is 8.5 by 11. Yeah, it's 8.5 by 11 transfer. Sorry, spaced there for a second. And then you get 3 paste singles, like the little pouches of singles with it each month. So I think this month was white, green, and yellow, I think. So I think it was, I believe it was this, something like this. So for 20 bucks a month, you get a new transfer and 3 paste singles that you can do several projects with. It's enough paste to do quite a bit with. And then when you first sign up, you also can have access to some discounted surfaces, so that each month when it comes, you just clean off your surface and make a new one. But you get that at a discounted price the first month you sign up, and it's a really good deal. And then you also have access to other months of transfers, because that's the only way to get this transfer. So you would have to sign up to get this transfer to come as your couture kit, or your Club Couture. You would have had to sign up before September 1st. But if you sign up for the next one, you can purchase this in addition to October's transfer. So that's the only way to get these. They are one of a kinds for the Club Couture and designers. So you could also be a designer, and we get these once a month. We don't get the paste singles, but we get these once a month. I might get yesterday, so I haven't even used it yet. So I wanted to take, I'm thinking about, I have a chalkboard right back there that I'm thinking about cleaning off and putting this on. Try to decide still. I have a new color coming. I have a new purple color, and I am excited for that to come. And I think I'll wait till that gets here to do that board, because I think I wanted to put some of it purple. I'm into the black, orange, green, and purple for Halloween this year. I'm really into that rather than just like the orange and black. So this is Creep It Real. Isn't that cute with the bats? And then I'm thinking this would be really cute. These stars would be really cute with glitter too. So I'm thinking that would be really cute. So what I'm going to do is, because this is a brand new transfer, it needs to be fuzzed, especially onto this surface. If I was using one of our Chalk Couture surfaces, it wouldn't necessarily need it. But this, I haven't even waxed this. This is just a cheapy surface, and I do not want to mess up my transfer, especially because it's so new and it's cute, and I want to keep using it. So, and I'm going to have some classes in October, and I want other people to be able to use it. And if some of my twine fuzzies got onto my tail here. I want other people to use it, and if I mess it up, then we won't be able to have it. So I need to. My kitties were apparently loving on my fuzzing cloth, because there is some shadow or eclipse on there. So Okay, I'm gonna do it, you know, 4 or 5 times, just get some fuzzies on there. And it doesn't affect the stickiness in later uses because all these fuzzies will just wash off when you clean your transfer. It just helps it right now to not be so sticky on here that, I mean, you can wreck your transfer. You can stretch it, you can peel up the paint. You can also, by peeling up the paint, wreck your surface. So, note to self, clean up twine threads before doing anything in the future. Just a little note. So, it just fits on this. So I want to be sure that none of my bat wings are hanging off. I want to get them all. So, let's see. Nope, I moved it over too far. Just bear with me here for a second. I'm getting there here. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh, it's a paint blurb there. So we'll see. That might. I should have sanded this down a little bit better after I painted it because I did a really sloppy painting job actually. But I might have a blurb there. When I'll be careful when I get there. But okay, so there's my surface with my transfer on it. So we're going to use a couple different paste colors on this. We're going to use, this is going to be green. I love that. So we're going to use our parakeet. So get this opened. I was thinking about using white, but I'm not sure. See, I love this. This is parakeet. I just love it. I love this color. This kind of limey green. I'm using a lot in my, I'm looking around right now at all my wreaths, my Halloween wreaths. I'm using it a lot in my wreaths. I'm loving it. So that's going to be our words. We've already, I think that our bats are going to be yellow. So I'm using Bumblebee for that. So this is just a nice bright yellow. It's a pretty good consistency actually. It's a little thick. We'll give it a little water. I've learned to not like give it full sprays because if I spray it too hard, it kicks back up at me and then I end up with stuff everywhere. And I'm already messy. I do not need help. That is not something that I need help with, is being more messy. And then we'll use our orange peel again. So we know it's still good. So we already fixed it. And then, you know, we might use the white. So let's open it just in case. So I've still got my white squeegee and my orange squeegee from what we used earlier. And they're fine. They're not too gucky. And my yellow and my green. So I'm all set. So what we're going to do is we're going to do what's called a chalk and peel technique. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to do, I just can't decide what color to make my bats. So if this is going to be green, this is when I really wish I already had my purple color that I like. But that's okay. It's a cheapy board. So we're going to do these guys yellow, just because I know bats aren't yellow, but we're going to do it anyways. And then we're going to go back through and do these. We'll do the circles white and any of the stars or whatever orange. Yeah, we'll just go with it. It's seriously, it's not a big deal, right? It's not a big deal. Don't overthink it, Kimberly. That's me, overthinking it. It's just supposed to be fun. So, okay, so I've done all of my bats. This guy needs a little bit more taken off of him. Okay, all the bats are done. We're gonna go through and I'll do all the little stars and those things really quick. I don't want to take too long because I don't want this to dry. And actually on this chalk paint surface, it dries pretty quick, so I want it to be pretty fast. So we'll do this guy. And then we'll do our white really fast. White, they're gonna be easy, those little circles. Just gives it another layer of color. Okay, so then we lift where we've already chalked and just let it fall. basically what you're doing is you are pulling the paste through the transfer so it doesn't dry before you pull the transfer up. And then just let it fall back down. And then we'll just go back and give it a little push on the edges of what we're getting ready to chalk. So it works really well on bigger transfers or when you're using multiple colors like this, just to get the paste through before it dries. So it gives you lots more opportunity to use other colors and different techniques. So then we're just going to go back through with our green. And we're going to cover all of this up. So if the Club Couture is something you're interested in giving a try, let me know and I'll get you the information on that. I'll also put my website in the description, and you can follow the links from there, but I'm happy to answer any questions. So I love doing this, and it's really fun to get together with friends and do it, and it's really fun to get to have this exclusive transfer once a month. So even if you and your friends all got together and did Club Couture, it's fun to see what everybody does with the same transfer. It's really, really fun to see just the different takes. I mean, you can give the same transfer to so many different people, and it all looks different. So it's super duper fun. So it would be a really fun monthly girls' night. Everybody bring their stuff from their couture kit and get together and make the monthly project together. That would be really, really fun. So, all right, I'm pushing my luck here a little bit because I feel like it's drying out, but we're gonna go with it. We're almost done. We're so close, so close. Okay, so I've got a little bit on my finger. I don't want to get that on. We're just going to peel it up. Oh, I love that color. Oh my goodness. Let me get this over here. I am in love. Look at that. Oh my gosh, so cute. So because I am a ribbon girl and a bow girl, I went ahead and put it toward the bottom because I will now go in and add a hanger and a bow to really do it up, because that's the kind of girl I am. But if you like it just more simple, you could even do this just in all white or all one color, and it would be really cool. I actually think I'm going to do it on a pillow and do it all in white. That's my thought. I haven't decided yet for sure, but that's what I'm thinking at this point. So I'm going to go back and add in a hanger and a bow, and I will take a picture when that's all done. I won't make you sit here and watch me do all that right now. And I will show you what it looks like all done. So I will take some pictures at the end of the things I've done, and some close-ups, and you can see how they look. So if you have any questions, please, please, please ask. I'm happy to answer any questions. This is so much fun to do, and I love to share it with people, and I love getting to decorate my home with fun stuff each season. And maybe some of it is redoing things I've already done or adding to. I just really, really love it. So I would love to answer any questions, and if you're interested in Club Couture and doing the monthly subscription, please ask and I will send that information on. So I hope you guys are all having a great day. I hope everybody's first day of school has gone well, and I think ours has so far. I haven't heard that it hasn't, so hopefully things are going really well. So I will be back soon, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.